Alrighty guys, what is going up? I hope you guys are all having a great and an amazing day today. Now in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Lowe's. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and overall, I hope you guys learned something. And if you guys get anything in value out of this video, please repay me with a huge like. It's greatly appreciated. So now let's jump into it, roll the intro, let's go. Bam! Right now, we all know Lowe's as being really the dividend king. They do have a total market cap of around $102 billion, which is absolutely crazy. They do have a dividend of around $2.20 per year, which is really nice, so you can sit back, relax, and continue to get that cash flow coming in. The dividend yield for that is around 1.62%, which is actually a little low, but it is a very, very nice dividend to have. So the payout ratio for Lowe's is under my 50% rule. It is at around 38%, which is way under that rule, so I'm not really worried about that dividend stopping. The PE ratio, or price to earnings ratio, is actually under my little rule as well of under 25. This is at around 22.94, so that's under that as well. So I do think this is actually looking at a very, very strong buy. Also, the dividend growth for the past 5 years is around 19%, which is absolutely crazy. So I do think this is actually looking like a great stock to get into. So now let's actually go ahead, turn to the computer, and see if Lowe's is undervalued, overvalued. Where should you get in? Let's go. Alrighty guys, so we have ticker symbol LOW here, also known as Lowe's. We have this beautiful upward trend. This stock really likes to use this 90 moving average line as support. So any time it comes in contact with it, it bounces, boom, here, 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 here. And once it immediately dipped all the way down here, it got bought back up and was hitting highs. I do think it's hitting highs right now because a lot of stores really didn't get affected by it. The stores were still able to stay open, and they were overall still able to, have some revenue coming in. So you guys can see all the dividend payments coming out here, and you guys, if you look close, you guys can see that they've consecutively increased them over the past 9 years or so. So now the next thing you guys have to look at is support and resistance. So we did the support. The resistance here is around 127. You guys can see it had some trouble breaking over, and this old resistance did turn into new support. So you guys can see this little consolidation here before getting buying pressure. So that really confirmed that this is a pretty strong support for the stock. So you guys can draw it out here. And what I always like to do is I always just like to set a quick alert just in case if it falls, because you never know that you guys can get notified and you guys can overall make some money. So now, is it a fair price to buy at around $149? So let's do some number crunching here. So right now, Lowe's EPS is around 5.9%. So really how I found that is I just went to Yahoo Finance and I went to EPS 5.9%. So here the growth rate for it is around 19.6. How I found that is I go to analysis here, scroll all the way down, and I go to 5-year growth rate here is around 19.6. So that's a pretty cool thing as well. So now the next thing here is the minimum rate of return. Now this is up to you guys. I do like 15% because I do think if I'm going to individually pick a stock, I do want it to kind of outperform or attempt to outperform the S&P 500. And the S&P 500 averages around 10 to 12%. So this is just a little larger. You guys can actually change this to whatever you guys want. Now the margin of safety I like to put at around 20%. So I will find the fair value point, and then I will just multiply this margin of safety. So I kind of get into it a little under the fair value point. So now the P/E ratio, or the price to earnings ratio, I always like to have it under 25. And how I find that is I literally go to Yahoo Finance, go to summary, and you guys can literally just find it here, P/E ratio right there. So now here we got all this information filled out, and all I do is I will do the EPS and I'll just multiply the growth rate. So you guys can see I multiply the growth rate out. Now bringing it down here, this is where I find the fair value point. So I'll just multiply that by the rate of return, and I will get the average and the fair price for this stock. Once I find that, I will put the margin of safety of around 20%. So that gives me at around $167.53. So right now with the stock being at around $147, Lowe's is a buy. That is my rating for this stock. I do think that this is a perfect long-term stock to get into. You guys are going to be getting paid some cash flow. They're going to go ahead and increase it. I can almost guarantee it. Now you guys are going to most likely outperform the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and I do think this is just a great stock to get into. Now me personally, I always like to kind of wait and try to get a better price point, but honestly, if you guys just use this strategy, dollar cost averaging, you guys will be just fine with this stock. So go ahead and like buy 1 share of this a month and you guys will be great. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and overall stay safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bam.